Hi, it's Lisa from the Dog Play and the Dog Learning Centre here with another vlog, and today we're going to talk about brain chemistry, emotions within dogs. I sometimes feel, I think everybody feels like this, where you need to just take a step back from social media. Maybe in your own chosen profession, you can't watch a programme. I've got a friend who's a nurse, she can't really watch doctory nursey programmes because it stresses her out because of the medical jargon tends to be wrong. So I'm a little bit like that with anything to do with dogs, and obviously because of my passion and my work, I get bombarded on social media with adverts for dogs, and it really stresses me out when all I hear is command your dog this, command your dog that, when they say things that don't make sense or they're punishing the dogs. So I'm just wondering, if I didn't know any better, if I wasn't trained in the profession that I am in now, and I was a novice or a newbie dog owner, how do you decide where to go and what to do? So if you don't listen to anything I say, listen to this. Don't go down the route of anybody who talks about commands, because we don't command our dogs anymore. We give them cues. It's the modern word for command. We don't need to command our dogs. We don't need to command people in our life. We don't need to command our children. We certainly don't want to do it with our dogs. The way we want to teach is about providing understanding about the dogs. Anybody who, you know, they're offering quick fixes. There's not a lot of quick fixes out there unless we're punishing the dog and we're using force, and this causes the dog to be fearful, and dogs will do anything to avoid fear. So these methods tend to work really quickly. But if it was your child, would you send your child away, or somebody that you love, would you send them away to be trained by somebody? Or even if you are part of the training sessions with some of these trainers, you know that they're using these methods and tactics, they work like that. And a lot of people do want a quick fix, but I know personally I wouldn't send my dog anywhere that I thought somebody was going to be punishing them for something that they don't know. So if we have a toddler in the house and they've just learnt to walk and they're going around and they're trying to touch a plug socket or something, the first thing we do as humans is say no. So it's a distraction technique. The toddler looks, and albeit, you know, they'll certainly mine did when they were younger, you know, they'd look at you while they're still reaching for things. So we can use the word no with dogs as an interrupter, and it will work, but it doesn't actually mean anything to the dog. No doesn't mean anything to the dog. So we don't focus on what we don't want, we focus on what we do want. Okay, matey, we don't want you to do that, so right, Rover, this way, let's go and do this. And it can be, you know, hard work. You've got to be on your toes. But if you put into place all of these little training sessions where you might only be working with your dog for 5 minutes, 10 minutes a day, or every other day, you will absolutely reap the benefits. So we don't want you focusing on the things that you don't want. Focus on what you do want. Focus on the things you want your dog to learn and to know and to be able to respond to, so that we can come back from behaviours that, you know, we're not keen on. But please, if anything, it was just really stressing me out earlier. All these people on social media have a choke chain and I'll command your dog this. Just don't do it, because some of the damage that can be done to your dogs it's irreparable, absolutely irreparable. And how do you get back from that? You know, your dog can lose trust in you. So if you're interested or you need further information, anything to do with dog training or behaviour, please get in touch with myself or Claire in the normal ways. We've got our Facebook pages, we've got our websites. But just, if you're out there and you're looking, just, you know, think about it. Take a little note about the background of people and listen to the language that they use, and definitely stay away from anybody who's talking about commanding your dog, because it's 19 canteen. We need the trainers to, you know, bring themselves up into this century.